Live as you were to die tomorrow. Learn as if you were to live forever. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. First, they will ignore you. Then they laugh at you. Then they fight you. Then you win. Freedom is never dear at any price. It is the breath of life. What would a man not pay for living? Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. All comprise is based on give and take, but there can be no give and take on fundamentals. Any compromise on mere fundamentals is a surrender, for it is all give and no take. It is health that is real wealth, and not pieces of gold and silver. Satisfaction lies in the effort, not in the attainment. Full effort is full victory. An ounce of practice is worth more than tons of preaching. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. When I admire the wonders of a sunset or the beauty of the moon, my soul expands in the worship of the Creator. Action expresses priorities. A man is but the product of his thoughts. What he thinks, he becomes. There is a sufficiency in the world for man's need, but not for man's greed. The good man is the friend of all living things. We should meet abuse by forbearance. Human nature is so constituted that if we take absolutely no notice of anger or abuse, the person indulging in it will soon weary of it and stop. A coward is incapable of exhibiting love. It is the prerogative of the brave. To believe in something and not to live it is dishonest. We may stumble and fall, but shall rise again. It should be enough if we did not run away from the battle. Truth never damages a cause that is just. Prayer is not asking. It is a longing of the soul. It is daily admission of one's weakness. It is better in prayer to have a heart without words than words without a heart. There is nothing that wastes the body like worry, and one who has any faith in God should be ashamed to worry about anything whatsoever. A no uttered from the deepest conviction is better than a yes, merely uttered to please, or worse, to avoid trouble. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. A man who was completely innocent offered himself as a sacrifice for the good of others, including his enemies, and became the ransom of the world. It was a perfect act. If patience is worth anything, it must endure to the end of time, and living faith will last in the midst of the blackest storm. Whatever you do may seem insignificant to you, but it is most important that you do it. The difference between what we do and what we are capable of doing would suffice to solve most of the world's problems. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. Those who know how to think need no teachers. Man's nature is not essentially evil. Brute nature has been known to yield to the influence of love. You must never despair of human nature. Freedom is not worth having if it does not connote freedom to err. Always aim at complete harmony of thought and word and deed. Always aim at purifying your thoughts and everything will be well. An error does not become truth by reason of multiplied propagation, nor does truth become error, because nobody sees it. Non-cooperation with evil is as much a duty as is cooperation with good.